Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the last game of Week 13 for 1963's Sack to the Future. This is the showcase game. The best record team in each conference that is not human-controlled. In this case, the NFL's Minnesota Vikings. They were 5-8-1 in real life. They are 7-4 in Sack to the Future, going up against the 1-9-1 semi-pro Atlanta Falcons. Thanks for joining us, and we hope you enjoy the show. It will be a sim game. It is not a play by me. So I'll sit back with you and relax and watch some Sack to the Future while I also watch the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New England Patriots, hopefully for a Raven victory. I know that'll put the Ravens even with the Bills, but the Ravens are division leaders, so as far as the wild card hunt goes, Buffalo's still the 5th seed right now. But that's real life. My internet is causing problems, so I'm going to give you some fair warning that the game may take a while, because like I said, my internet is not. But here's the wild card look right now as the Vikings lead the wild card and would go to New Orleans, the showcase game in the playoffs. My internet is really being a pain right in the arse. I had one viewer and I got excited thinking it was one of you guys watching, and then I realized, no, it's me. I'm setting the game up right now. Okay, so L3, square, slow, jump forward, end of game. And Fred Cox set to kick it off for Minnesota. Back deep to return is Paulenka. The mellow crooner brings it back over to 30 to 31, and that is where the Atlanta Falcons will take over. Here's a look at Kirby Berger. 9 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. The only computer-generated name to survive the switchover from 1963 to 64 and the different video game, Madden 20. He earned his way by beating several of us and annoying the crap out of us. Berger back to pass on first down. He's going to throw over the middle. It's caught. It is caught for the first down and into Minnesota territory. Now let me talk about what this game means to me as far as the playoff goes. As the Green Bay Packers, that was Chubby Checker on the reception, and the St. Louis Cardinals are potentially trailing the Minnesota Vikings for the wild cards. Berger back to pass. He's looking. He throws it. It's out to the flat. It's Luskatov on the reception, and he's got another first down. So I could really use an Atlanta upset here by the 1-9-1 Atlanta Falcons. Plus, in 66, I will take over controlling the Falcons in their expansion year. Nice reception of Luskatov coming across the field. It is first down and 10. 2 plays, 2 first downs. Berger changing the play. He's going to drop back to pass. It was a huge seam if he wants to take off running. And he stepped up, but he got sacked by Jim Marshall. And Berger went the wrong way. Loss of 5. It is second down and 15 now at the Minnesota 38. Berger under center. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to roll out to his right. He stops. He throws, rushes on, and Berger, he escapes. He escapes a potential sack, only to get brought down for a loss of 4 by Don Holtz. Don Holtz, number 83. I'm on the wrong Vikings team. I'm like, huh? That should be Larry Vargo. No, it shouldn't. In 63, it's Don Holtz. Don Holtz is rookie out of Southern Miss with the sack. Third down and 19 as Berger back to pass. It's after 3 great plays to open up. Atlanta's gone backwards. There's the pass out to Ichabod Crane. And he gets his head taken off. It's 4th down and 18. And on the punt now will be the Atlanta kicker, This should be an adventure. Jack Nicklaus trying to lay up inside the 20, and he gets it down to the 12. A nice little chip shot from the Golden Bear. Here's a look at Fran Tarkenton. Sir Francis, the Georgia Bulldog, 18 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 1,700 yards on the season, leading the surprising Vikings ahead of schedule into a playoff chase. I really don't understand what is going on with my internet, why my cell phone game keeps freezing. Tommy Mason on the handoff. He's going to get the first down, breaks the tackle, and Mason's got a huge hole. Mason's over the 50, to the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10. He's going to get caught from behind. Down to the 9-yard line, all the way from the 12 to the 9. A 79-yard run for Tommy Mason on first down. Before being brought down. And it's first and goal to 9 for Minnesota. Tarkenton up under center. Handoff to Tommy Wilson. Wilson cuts it out to the left. He is into the end zone and a touchdown. Minnesota Vikings. Tommy Wilson in his 8th year out of no college. Breaks free and gets in the end zone, and the extra point coming from Fred Cox. Is good, and the Vikings have taken a 7-0 lead. Just 2-play drive, 88 yards, and the touch. Here's the kickoff taken by Paulenko at the 5. Ankles up over the 30. There's a flag down as he throws the ball. Tommy Mason up to 631 yards rushing now. It is going to be a holding call on the Falcons. Vinny Vincent. No way did he hold. He's too good for that. That referee is blind. Or something. On first and 10. Kirby Berger hands it off to Ichabod Crane. Crane stumbling and bumbling and gets the first down. 13-yard carry for Ichabod Crane. You know, and now my phone's all pixelated. It keeps freezing. Mohamed Sanu scored for the Patriots earlier, just driving more nails into the Falcons' coffins. Let me see if I can bring Hulu up. I guess I don't need the roster as much. Meanwhile, Ichabod Crane takes the handoff. He's going to lose 3. Here's a look at the Falcons. Sergeant Slaughter, Red Kelly, Wayne Frazier, Dave Keon, and Scott Hall. Big Scott Hall. Ichabod Crane, Ward Cleaver, Gerald Ford, Chubby Checker, and Chuck Berry are the receivers. Hey, Stonewall. Berger in the shotgun on 2nd and 7. It was a gain of 3. I had the wrong 32. Berger back to pass. Throws it out on the flat to Chubby Checker. And he gets twisted down. It's 3rd down and 8. Other guys from Sack the Future should be joining us at some point. There's a potential greatest game going to go on tonight. The 86 Cleveland Browns and the 97 Pittsburgh Steelers. Plus this will advance in Sack the Future. Getting the games ready to start week 14 tomorrow. Berger back to pass on 3rd down and 8. Berger throws over the middle. It's caught by Howard. Kirby Berger gets the first down. Not sure who was the Howard that made the catch. That would be F. Howard. Frank Howard, maybe? The big hurt? No, it's Frank Thomas. I don't know. Ward Cleaver. And he's going to get no gain. It'll be, nope, loss of 1, 2nd and 11. Been an exciting Week 13 action as you see the finals scrolling by. This, the last of the games, a 4 o'clock game. The Sunday night, Monday night have already been played. Berger back to pass. Throws it out into the flat, incomplete. Well, not giving me a tough start so far. I mean, it's a showcase game. I'm not playing it. This is Sack to the Future. Don Holtz, Jim Prestel, Paul Dixon, and Jim Marshall. Defensive line, Rip Hawkins, Roy Winston, Steve Stonebreaker. The linebackers, Chuck Lamson, Carl Kosulke, Ed Shirachman, and Lee Callan is the secondary. Good win today by the Buffalo Bills. Gets to 6-2. But I've never seen... You know, I've said this for several weeks now when I came up with the idea that nobody hates something more than fans of it. Buffalo Bills fans on social media, especially Twitter, are just a bunch of idiots. Expecting Buffalo... thinking that they should be 8-0 and playing like the San Francisco 49ers. Man, take what you can get. Take a win when you can get it. They beat the Redskins. They played good offensive game, really good defense, except against Adrian Peterson. And that's not uncommon or unusual against Adrian Peterson. My God. Now the Falcons will punt. Jack Nicklaus back on to drive the ball down the field. He had a good coffin corner punt earlier. This time it's a high punt. It's over to the right, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 28. Not a bad punt for the Golden Bear, but the Vikings, after scoring easily on the last drive, will take over for the second drive. There's a look at Tommy Mason, who had the 79-yard run on first down. Doesn't have to go that. If he goes 79 this time, he's out the back of the end zone. Actually, technically, he'd be at the 1 yard, 9 yards deep in the end zone. Targeting, going to take off and run. This is what he does so well. Gets a little block, but he took too much time doing a juke, and the Falcons are able to push him out of bounds. So there was a fumble in the... Oh, shoot, I missed that. Tommy Mason, Tommy Wilson, Paul Flatley, Ray Page, and Jerry Reichel, the backs and receivers. They're saying that there was a fumble in the Patriots-Ravens game. They're saying that Burkhead's elbow was down before he fumbled, and the Patriots retained the ball, but it is fourth down. Ravens currently leading 17-7 in the second quarter. Over the middle, it's intercepted! Intercepted by Shawn Michaels. He breaks the heart of Fran Tarkenton, the heartbreak kid out of San Antonio, Texas, the showstopper, the main event, Mr. WrestleMania, coming up with the ball. And he's going to go celebrate with the click. It's just too sweet as the Falcons take the ball over. Shawn Michaels going up for it, getting some major air, delivering a little sweet chin music to the Vikings offense. The record of the Vikings, 7-4, as Kirby Berger throws it off to Ichabod Crane. He's going to pick up about 8. 7-4, and currently holding down the 5 spot in the playoffs. If the playoffs began today, they would be facing the semi-pro New Orleans Saints, the champions, the current leaders of the NFL semi-pro division. The Packers at 7-5, a half game back right now, really need a Falcon victory. But Ichabod Crane is putting on some moves and picking up 9 yards. Second down and 1. So, as a controller of the Packers, I am rooting for the Falcons. Berger back to pass. He's going to roll out to the right. He's going to throw it. Diving catch is made. And it's going to be a first down. As he found Luskatoff for the first down. And Atlanta will continue the drive. We're under a minute now to go in the first quarter. Kirby Berger walking up, taking his time, checking over that Viking defense. Berger's going to fake the handoff. They have not run much today. Berger is rolling out, and he is going to get nailed and brought down by Jim Prestel. They're going to credit Prestel with half a sack. I didn't see who the other man was, but that's already the third sack for the Purple Gang. They're not yet the Purple People Eaters. They're not even technically yet the Purple Gang, but they are on their way. Carl Eller, Jim Marshall. It is second down and 14 as Berger goes in the shotgun. The pistol. Berger back to pass. Berger throws it over the middle. It's going to be caught. And a first and goal as he finds Chuck Berry. Got that sound he's been looking for. His cousin Marvin from Hill Valley called him one day and told him about Johnny B. Bad. It's the end of the first quarter of the score. Minnesota 7 and Atlanta nothing. You're watching Sack of the Future Showcase on the VinnyXWolf channel. Steve Stonebreaker was credited for that tackle, already his third. What an awesome name for a linebacker, Stonebreaker. Berger under center. He's back to pass. He's got a pocket. It's collapsing. And down he goes as Don Holtz gets his credit for 2.5 sacks already. And that's his 10th sack of the season. Impressive for the man who is a rookie, but not on the team next year. Second and goal as Berger is under center. Second and goal from the 15. Berger back to pass. He throws. It's caught by Gerald Ford. And Gerald Ford is into the end zone. The 38th president of the United States catches a pass and dives in for the score. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Berger to Ford. Ford pardoned his way into the end zone. And George Jetson gets the snap down. The kick is no good. The Falcons, John Hemingway, missed the extra point. Folks, John Hemingway must have fallen off the wagon. From the John LaRoquette Show, in case you don't know what that reference is to. Here is Bill Butler at the 11, bringing the ball out. The Vikings still leading by 1 now. Butler breaking a tackle. Butler's got some room. He's going to get brought down by John Hemingway. So Hemingway might be too drunk to kick the ball, but not drunk enough to make a tackle. 23-yard return for Bill Butler. Brings up a first down for Fran Tarkenton, who's coming off the interception tossed to Shawn Michaels. Tarkenton looking over the defense. It's a 5-2. Tarkenton back to pass. Going to dump it over the middle. It's caught by Jerry Reichow, and Reichow's going to pick up 9 yards. They're going to give him 10 yards. Tarkenton back to pass. He picks the handoff. He's looking. He's going to scramble up, and he is going to get brought down by Alex Karras. Alex Karras serving out a suspension in 1963 and cannot play with the Detroit Lions. So he went down to the semi-pro Atlanta Falcons, and he gets a sack here. He will be back with Detroit in 64. It's 3rd down and 3. We saw Paul Hornung last night up in Seattle. Karras is down in Atlanta. Suspended for gambling in 63 by Commissioner Pete Rozelle. Tommy Mason over the right end. It'll be a 4th down and 2 from their own 43, and on will come the punt team. Meanwhile, Baltimore is letting New England get back into this game. It's 17-7, and New England's got the ball 2nd and goal with 5 minutes to go in the half. Fred Cox gets the punt off. Sails down, taken about the 11 by Paul Anka. Paul Anka makes one man miss, and he gets up to the 24-yard line. Well, here comes Kirby Berger. Taking a look already. Berger been sacked 3 times. It is 1st and 10 from the 24. And Berger back to pass. He throws. He hits Gerald Ford again on the crosser on the slant pattern. Post route. Gets 8 yards. 2nd down and 2. Second down and 2. Berger under center. Going into the shadows of Fulton County Stadium. Berger hands it off to Ichabod Crane. He's making some people miss that aren't even there. He's seeing ghosts. It'll be 3rd down and 4. The Patriots are stopped on the goal line. A field goal coming up. Ichabod Crane. Ichabod Crane cannot get the first down. He does get 2 yards. It'll be 4th down and 2. And Jack Nicholas will be on to punt. 4th down and 2. Gets the punt off. Deep punt down to the 23 where Bill Butler takes it over and he gets up to the 30. It's a 7-yard return. And Vinnie Vincent makes the tackle because of course he does. Fran Tarkenton playing in his college state of Georgia where he went as a Bulldog. The Patriots meanwhile hit a field goal. And it's 17-10 Baltimore. First and 10 now. Tarkenton in the shotgun with 4:18 to go before half. Tarkenton fakes the handoff and rolls out. Does a little weird dance. He's going to pick up and move as number 85 just watched him. Just turned around with his arms out like he was a computer pixel, not a real receiver. It'll be first down and 10. Minnesota with 110 total yards to Atlanta's 103. Tarkenton fakes the handoff. Throws it over the middle. It's caught by Paul Flatley. And incomplete. 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 And it will be second down and 10 for the Atlanta Falcons. Tarkenton back to pass. He steps up. Gets hit. He has not been touched yet, but Alex Karras comes in and collects the free sack. Third down and 16. Minnesota holding to a 1-point lead here, deep in the second quarter. Tarkenton back to pass. Throws it. It's caught by Ray Page, streaking for the first down. And that's Tarkenton's second completion so far today. Picks up 23 on the reception. Rykow comes in motion. Tarkenton back to pass. Throws it. It's caught by Rykow. And Vinny Vincent's going to make the tackle. In 1964, the semi-pro teams have themes. Atlanta will be People I Know, including the entire cast of Sack to the Future and Stonewall. Second down and 3. Tarkenton going to fake the handoff. Slow developing play. He's going to scramble. He throws on the run. Cut along the sidelines by Gordy Smith, and they're going to say it's a catch and a reception and a first down. The Atlanta is challenging. They don't think it's a catch. It's 1963. But in Madden football, the challenges are allowed. And I can't see even that angle. That's just a dumb thing to show. This will show us. Looks like 2 feet in bounds to me. What the hell is Atlanta thinking? The ball's moving, but it's a computer pixel, so who knows? Guys talking about their mouths moving. It is a first down. Oh, excuse me. Oh, shit. It is a first down. Targeting back to pass. Throws it over the middle. Overthrows his intended receiver. Incomplete. There's Mick Dinglehoff, the center for the Vikings. Nope. Second down and 10. Look at Alex Karras. Tarkenton fakes the handoff, rolls out, stops, comes back up, takes off running, slides down. As we've reached the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta, the Minnesota Vikings leading the Atlanta Falcons 7-6. Whatever. Third down and 4 now as they come out of the 2-minute warning. Tarkenton in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Looking, throws, gonna step up and run. He's gonna take off, he's gonna slide. And will they credit him with a first down? They do. It's a first and goal. That's Tarkenton's 5th carry for 18 yards. He is evidently leading the team in rushing. I know coming your way in week 14, the Browns and Colts and the Bills and Raiders for 2 me versus Terrors games. Tarkenton scrambles in, gets the touchdown. And lining up for the extra point. Fred Cox kicks it through. It's 14-6. Okay. Paul Anka on the return. Young people, Twitter is not your best way to get something done, especially when you're attacking your employer. I'm sure WWE's Jordan Miles will never see this video, but again, going on to Twitter, bad-mouthing your boss, I'm not sure. Yeah, well, the Ravens are taking a 17-0 lead, so I figured I'd get on, get this done, and then get some editing done. Berger's reception to Howard is complete, and they're at the 50. The Falcons are going into no-huddle movement. Oh, damn, Lakers beat the Spurs. Shoot. Berger overthrows his intended receiver there. Berger back to pass. He hits it out into the flat to Chuck Berry. And Chuck Berry is driven out of bounds. Nope, the clock keeps running. 3rd down and 8. Under a minute to go now. Berger fakes the handoff. Ichabod Crane back there refuses to pick up the block of the sack attempt to Jim Marshall. And Berger's lucky to get the ball away. The ball looked weird coming out, and Jack Nicklaus is once again on to punt. It's going to be a short punt. It's heading toward the sideline. It's going to bounce and go out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Jack Nicklaus, man, he knows how to place it. First down and 10. Rykow comes in motion. Tarkenton in the pistol. He's back to pass. He's going to take off and run. And Tarkenton going to get up near the first down. They're going to give him 11. It is good enough for a first down. Holding on to a 14-6 lead with a minute or 37 seconds to go in the half. And the Washington Capitals beat the Calgary Flames 4-2. Boo. Tarkenton setting up the screen. Hits Tommy Mason. Mason, who had the big run earlier. Mason breaking a tackle. And Mason is able to get out of bounds up to the 30. And another huge play by Tommy Mason, who's having himself a great game. He's got 79 yards on one carry. And 14-yard reception for a key first down. And gets out of bounds with 31 seconds to go. Minnesota will receive the ball after the half. They are set up here to really put this game on ice. I'm seeing Sunday Night Football showing Gino Marchetti jersey. Rykow interception. Rykow breaks the tackle, and he is going to get the first down, and Minnesota will call timeout. Can't believe Baltimore's letting New England get back in this. Teams don't stand on their throat. They let them get back in constantly. They don't tackle. They don't cover. Everybody seems afraid of New England almost. Tarkenton back to pass. Going to take off running. Makes a juke. Cannot get the first down. They're going to have to use their last timeout. So with 18 seconds left, Minnesota is in range now to try Hail Marys. I would do a sideline, probably try to pick up another 15, 20 yards, maybe one after that, and then kick a field goal personally. But I'm not the computer. Vinny Vincent with the tackle. Of course, once again. Tarkenton. That's just stupid. No, just stupid play calling by the computer. But of course, the computer can get in and out of huddle in less than a second. Last play of the half, Tarkenton rolling out, throwing it over the middle, incomplete. So we have reached the end of the first half with the score. Minnesota 14, Atlanta 6. Minnesota trying to get their 8th win of the season and stay in control of 5th place in the wild card hunt. It's a deep kick taken. Oh my God, he caught it and then stepped out of bounds. Just a dumb play by the return man. Either let it go and see if it'll bounce in the end zone, or let it land out of bounds. Get it to 40. First and 10 from the 5. Tarkenton hands it off to Tommy Mason, and Mason gets about 2 yards before he's brought down. And the Patriots are driving. Good damn Patriots. Ray Charles made the tackle. He had him in his sights, and he just laid him out. Rykow comes in motion. Tarkenton back to pass. Gonna take off running. Gets the first down. He juked about 5 seconds too early, and there's an injury timeout. Tarkenton bounced right up, though. The Patriots are going to have first and goal. They're going to tie the game up before half. Tarkenton throwing. It's caught by Paul Flatley, and a first down. Oh, damn Patriots. Freaking James White, too, at that. Oh, I'm so tired of the Patriots. Targeting back to pass. He throws the sidearm to Ray Page. It's going to be good for a gain of 1. What's that, Ryan? Mahalovic on the tackle. Tarkenton fakes the handoff. Steps up, throws. It's caught! Meanwhile, the Patriots they actually are going to lose a yard on their play. And they're going to take a timeout. 24 seconds for them. 6:20 here. Oh, the 3rd and 9. It wasn't caught? Tarkenton back to pass, setting up a screen. It's caught by Mason, and fantastic tackle. Mahalovic, and it'll be 4th down and 12. Falcons sticking around in this game. Cox gets a punt away. It's going to be a good one. It's deep. It's going to be taken by Paulenko at the 21. And he's yanked down at the 26 with vicious abandon. There's some... hold on. Brady stepping up, roll, scrambling. Throws it in the end zone. Out of bounds. Okay. There are some players that are so good, such as Bo Jackson and even Madden, that even Madden can't replicate them. I think it's impossible at Bo Jackson. Berger back to pass. He's going to roll out, throw it back across his body for no apparent reason, other than he's a computer pixel, and incomplete. Berger under center. Looking to throw. It's caught along the sidelines. An injury timeout. And they're saying that no, it was not caught. Chuck Berry did not come down with it inbounds. 3rd down and 10. Berger back to pass. Steps up and throws. It's caught by Chuck Berry this time over the middle for the first down. Yeah, I not really that good at ratings guy, but you got a point there. Meanwhile, it's 3rd and goal for the Patriots. I mean, I don't know why I said Patriots. 1st and 10. Berger back to pass. Throws the side under Chuck Berry. They're going to say the Patriot is down at the 1. They'll bring up a 4th and goal. They have one timeout though. Chuck Berry, 2nd down and 3 for the Falcons. Rip Hawkins on the tackle. Berger hands it off to Ichabod Crane, and Ichabod Crane fights his way for the 1st down. They're checking out to see if somebody touched James White as he went down. I think he's touched right before the ball goes over. Anyway, 2nd down and 8. Chuck Lamson on that tackle. Berger back to pass. He floats it over. It's Luskatov could not hold on. Another injury timeout. Man, I can't wait till we get to Madden 20 so we start seeing who these off-ball injury timeouts are. What the hell was EA Sports thinking by adding off-ball injuries to 18, but not frickin' telling us who the hell they are? Berger back to pass. And how come there was never an update to fix that? As Berger overthrows his man, he is 15 of 23. And, oh, yeah, okay. John Hemingway lines up for a 67-yard field goal attempt. 57 yards. And is going to bounce at the 10. Why did Minnesota not have somebody back to return that thing? Hemingway hasn't made a field goal kick in how long? Just a stupid idea of trying to have him kick a field goal. Computer really makes you shake your head sometimes. Mason, he is going to be rock bottom down. Uranagi suplex by Vijay Singh. Because golf is a contact sport. And it's 2nd down and 8. Minnesota has dominated this game but have not put the scores away. And this time, Tommy Mason running right into Alex Karras, and Mongo brings him down. He's had more than 2 tackles. God, I don't know, I just keep complaining about everything. 3rd down and 8. Tark back to pass. Steps up. Tries to take off running. He's tripped up and going to be sacked. Or tackled. Be 4th down and 7. Nat King Cole there to make the tackle. 4th and 7. Ruling on the field stands. It's 4th and goal for the Patriots. As Fred Cox is on the punt. Here's the other thing. Why is COX offensive? Can't have Cox's name right. Punt goes out of bounds at the 25. Kirby Berger started out 12 of 16. He's been 3 of 7 since. He's been rushed. He's been sacked. He's met Jim Marshall. Don Holtz a couple times. Nope, just the 4 of us. Berger back to pass. It was designed as a 4-person game. Even number of teams, even number of people. Half the field is controlled by us, half the field will be computer. 2nd down and 22. After the Paul Dixon sacked. Berger rolls out, throws it to Felix Unger. Unger spins forward. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 as he picks up 15. Ed Shirachman on the tackle. Yeah, we each have We each have 4 usernames, 4 profiles, so we don't have to keep switching our 1 profiles around like in Greatest Game. You'll only see the 4 profiles. I use like my son's name, my daughter's user profile, my wife's user profile. The other guys have made up a bunch for their own. It's 4th down and 7, and Nicholas will punt. Butler's going to take it on the sideline and come upfield. Gets to the 46. So that time it was a smart decision to catch it on the sideline. Earlier kickoff was not. And here's Fran Tarkenton. Sir Francis, the Hall of Famer. The Georgia Bulldog, full of heart. I don't know what happened, but the Ravens were just called for holding, and it's going to be a 1st down. Alex Karras slamming Tommy Mason down. Oh, 1st and 10. Oh, yeah, okay, the Patriots made the field goal. All right, Phantom says he's getting on in a couple minutes. So we'll see him shortly. Joining the party. I don't know what I'm doing. 2nd and 11 after that tackle. Tom Brady sits when he pees. Fran Tarkenton is up under center. Back to pass. Going to be sacked by Alex Karras. That's his 2nd sack. And it is halftime in Foxborough. Of course, tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, the Giants and Cowboys. No, Terrors 89 going to get on soon. They're going to be editing to do a Greatest Game tonight on their channels. 86 Browns and 97 Steelers. We have reached the 4th quarter with a score of the Minnesota Vikings 14, the Atlanta Falcons 6. 3rd down and 15 from their own 40. Tark back to pass. Doesn't know. Oh my goodness. Vinny Vincent with a sack. Yeah, baby. The best Atlanta Falcon on the semi-pros, Vinny Vincent. Haha. Good to say. Be 4th and 22. Look, even the coach is happy. Take a look. Fran Tarkenton, as one Georgia Bulldog comes and sacks another one. You think Fran Tarkenton is? I think Vinny Vincent's the MVP. He has a sack, has an interception. Oh no, Shawn Michaels had the interception. Good luck on that, Ryan. I wish you the best. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see some of the games. What teams would you be using? Okay, so the Falcons get the ball back. They are trailing by 8. First down and 10. Again, breaking news. Tom Brady sits when he pees. Berger back to pass. Throwing it over the middle, incomplete. The Falcons could really use a Tom Brady right now. 2nd down and 10. Berger back to pass. It's going to be a screen. Complete to Ichabod Crane. And Crane is brought down. Now, I'm for the Boston-Milwaukee Braves. I am definitely for that. Because I love Atlanta, and I followed their history of the Braves back all the way to being the Boston Red Stockings in the 1870s. Yankees I can't stand, so definitely... Oh, Jim Marshall with another sack. Definitely be intrigued to watch the Braves games. And the Yankees when they play the Red Sox. Because those are my teams. Berger is brought down by Jim Marshall. It'll be 4th down and 13. 4-13, my birthday. Jack Nicklaus will do the punting honors once again. Nice punt, high punt. Going to be called for the fair catch by Bill Butler, and the Vikings will take over at the 38-yard line. First and 10. Hand off to Tommy Mason. Mason getting brought down. He fought his way up, but Shawn Michaels is in to bring him down. The Patriots just have ways of getting things done, and that's what's annoying. Tommy Mason with another big run, holding up his arm, just running right by him. And Ramsey, number 13, has to come in and make the tackle. Oh, I know. I love the fact, you know, there are certain things that other teams bring, like NBA 2K and WWE 2K, the 2K games of creating. You can create the arenas, you can create the looks of the players, the teams. MLB has those classic stadiums. They have they call the names of the edited players. You can add that. EA Sports just yeah. You know, I love the free editing of franchise mode and being able to do, and then, but I wish that you could do the free creating an NBA so that you could have, first of all, if we're going to be stuck with semi-pro teams, not have them the actual NFL team names. And we'll just change it up. Tommy Wilson with another big run. He's got a first down. NHL does? I've got a couple of NHL games, but I haven't ever played them. I just kind of picked them up and then they sit on the shelf. I'll have to look into that. Tarkenton back to pass. Throwing it. I heard they don't have roster share, though, which is confusing. One part of the beautiful things about the modern era is being able to upload and stuff. I wish we could share the Sack to the Future rosters. I wish, like, in the old Maddens, 03, 04, like that, you could export your team off a franchise to play and play now. I wish you could do that, because I would take the time and export all 32 teams and upload them for you guys to download. We should. Somebody's got to win the lottery so that we can do that. And the other thing I like is Maximum Football with their customization tool, giving you free reign to create. They need to come up with a share as well, though. Mason gets the handoff, and he's into the end zone and basically putting the game out of reach for the Minnesota Vikings as they go up 20-6 now. So Minnesota with 3:19 to go in firm control of this game. 21-6 as Fred Cox makes 6 points. How about some of the games today? Minnesota beating Kansas City on a walk-off field goal. Pittsburgh taking out the Indianapolis Colts. Buffalo getting another win. Houston over in London, really putting it to Jacksonville. The Raiders beating the Lions. Chargers over the Packers. How about that one? That's an interesting move. I have 2K5. It's been a long time since I played it. They do some of the features still hold up today. 2K is really ahead of their time. I don't know why the NFL went with exclusive contracts. It doesn't help anybody. Berger takes off running and he slides down. Jacoby Brissett, they're saying he's going to be week to week with his injury. Brian Hoyer is the backup now. 2nd and 1. Berger back to pass. And another sack. This time Roy Winston brings him down for his 5th sack of the season. Third down and 11. I thought Phantom and Terrors were getting on. Not sure what's going on. Another sack. This time it's Jim Prestel.
Hello, Vinny.
Hello, what's up?
Not much. Looks like It's actually a game on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah. I'll still get my game out of the way and I'll go edit for 64.
Yeah.
4th and 19 now, facing the semi-pro Atlanta Falcons. Timeout is called as we hit the 2-minute warning. Berger in the shotgun. He's got Ichabod Crane in the backer with him. Berger throws it. It is almost intercepted, and Minnesota will take over.
I'm trying to decide.
I definitely agree. The AI IQ is ridiculous at EA Sports.
Oh. Yes.
I love the NFL. That's why I concentrate on NFL stuff. But yeah, some of the other games definitely have legs up on Madden. To blow it up, EA Sports ought to just. First of all, the NFL needs to get out of this exclusivity. Let other companies come in and try their hand. Some of the best time in football video gaming. Oh, we have an injury. Again, they're not telling us who. Some of the best times in football gaming were when 2K Sports and Sony and EA Sports were all making football games for college and pro, and late 90s, early 2000s. Tarkenton scrambles for the first down, spin move, stays in bounds, and a timeout is called by the Falcons. So the minute 41 to go, the Vikings have a first and goal from the 4. Tarkenton under center. He's going to hand it off to Tommy Mason. And Mason just runs over a guy, kind of like, I can't think of his name for Houston. Did earlier today against the Jaguars. Lowered his head and just ran somebody over. And it's 27-6 now. Fred, with the very offensive last name of Cox, kicks the extra point, and it's good. 28-6. Let's not offend anybody. COX is offensive. Remember that. It's almost like you can't figure out how to change spelling of things that are offensive. EA Sports can't seem to. Now, what happens when they get a player in whose last name is Cox? I don't know. Is there anybody currently in the NFL named Cox? We're talking Cox here at Sack of the Future, folks. Big ones, little ones, kickers. It's 1st and 10. It's a blowout. What else can we talk about? How Tom Brady sits down to pee? It's 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Berger in the shotgun with nobody back with him.
Did you say how Tom Brady sits down to pee?
Yeah, I've actually said that 3 times in this game. Diving catch by Gerald Ford for a gain of 3. Fantastic catch. It will make EA Sports highlights. Maybe not. 2nd down and 7. Really putting it out there, Berger. Going deep. Haven't you seen that meme on Facebook? It's a picture of Brady sitting down, raising his hand with a stupid smile on his face, and it says, "Who sits down to pee?"
No, I haven't.
I'll have to find it sometime and share it.
I actually don't go on Facebook very often.
3rd down and 7. Yeah, social media is it's a cancer.
Yeah, I did. I mean,
I'm watching a young man
4 to 6 years ago or something. It took way too much of my time. Like, I would just be like, "Oh my gosh, it's 2 in the morning. What the hell am I doing?"
Yeah, right.
So
I like Facebook
stopped.
for the classic games groups that I run and keeping up with pictures and stuff. But other than that, it's Twitter. I only go on Twitter to troll. Like the other night after the Nationals won the World Series, I congratulated Walgreens because Washington stole their logo. I congratulated Bryce Harper. Thought he deserved it. And the city of Montreal.
Oh, yeah.
Vinny Vincent with another tackle, because Vinny Vincent's the best defensive back in semi-pro football. Might as well be. I am the only member of Sack of the Future who played semi-pro football, even though it was only 2 plays. Oh yeah, when you have competition, it is. Think about when was wrestling at its height. WCW and WWE or WWF were competing against each other. Video gaming, when EA Sports and Sony and 2K had to compete against each other. EA doesn't have any competition because they went and got themselves an exclusive deal. It's just, and the NFL, they're money-grubbing especially this new commissioner, and it's just stupid.
Yeah, well, look at NBA Live. They just canceled this release so that they could fix things because they're getting beat down by 2K.
Well, yeah.
And so they're canceling.
They're probably version of fixing
better.
things. Their version of fixing things is probably going to be getting an exclusive deal with the NBA. Meanwhile, this game is over. The Minnesota Vikings have won 28-6. They get to 8-5, stay ahead in the wild card race. The Atlanta Falcons drop to 1-10-1 because they're not real, and that's Sack to the Future for Week 13. We'll be advancing to Week 14. Some big games: Colts and Browns, Raiders and Bills, among others. Make sure you stay tuned on all 4 Sack to the Future channels: VinnyXWolf, Phantom Fighter, Tears89, and John M. And go Ravens. Beat the Patriots. Patriots getting the ball, though, so. I don't know how the Falcons think they can compete with that kicker anyway. I'm surprised that the Falcons and Dolphins haven't cut those kickers.
I know. It's really strange.
It is. But anyway, that's the final from Atlanta. Hotlanta. God bless America. We'll see you next time on Sack to the Future. Tom Brady sits to pee.